Clemson is a good team.
Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if we find a way to win. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on last year's national champion, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hoosiers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the USC Trojans offense will have the football first. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot...
Going downfield for the big play. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown Trojans. He got a step and just dusted the field.
A lot of times you see those receivers as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, the hand goes straight up in the air. I got him.
Up there. Look at it one more time, baby. That's right. He related to Michael Jordan, baby. The air. That's what we call the alley oop. Let's go.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Let's go, boy. Gonna
This
work
offense
tonight.
prides
Let's leave
itself
that.
on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide.
And the pressure was too much. They get him
Tight him
at
up.
the 15.
Tight him up, Captain
Defense
McDuff.
just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, the offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Go. Light them up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds his tight end. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the air. It's Duncan. Right on the money. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play here in the...
Breaks into the open. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He caught it, and he's into the end zone.
They cover everybody.
A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is ball go? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Alabama was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen over the years. Roll Tide, sure, but this one lacked any real style points. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. No one's been able to keep him off the quarterback. Career sack number 50.
Like, honestly, in today's college football, if you get 10 sacks in a season, that's considered a really good year. You might be an All-American. To go 50 in your career, David, I mean, nobody does that.
You're just a freak. I mean, your God-given ability to get off the football so fast and to be so relentless and to be so good with your hands, that dude is crafted and made to be a pass rusher.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that's his second sack of the day. And guess what, dudes? He leads the nation in sacks. You better know where he is on every play. That dude has a knack for getting quarterbacks on the ground.
Okay.
The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking left. Makes a connection. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Duncan. That's reeled in. It's Sands. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Skips away from pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. What moves, what escapability, what a play to get it into the end zone.
What a bad job by the defense containing this game. And coming into the game, you knew you've got to build that fence around the quarterback and keep him in the pocket. Do not let him escape at any cost, because plays like that will happen to you.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Catch in the middle, it's Bond. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. From the gun, running back gets to give. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. Creates a little space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got some space. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Back to throw, it's Duncan. Quick strike complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up.
Catch in stride inside the 15. He's brought down the 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They'll line up to go for 2. They want to throw it. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays, they really just count numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Duncan. Makes the grab, it's Matthews. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the...
Turning it on! He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. He's going for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Trojans want to move quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Back's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
Looking for the 2-point try. He'll set up to throw. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Duncan. Quarterback adapting. Escapes the pressure going right.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to do it again.
Looking for a deep man. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and no good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Duncan. He wants to go deep. Into the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
He wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Miller. He's in there, it's good, and how about that to end the half? Touchdown on the final play, and a two-point conversion for good measure. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out.
Jedi.
This offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown USC. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming
He
up
is
with
related to Michael Jordan. And we call this play the air
defense not able to cover.
up there.
That's now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
guess these guys are going for two. To the air, it's Duncan. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the two-point conversion.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end.
Come on, man. We tackle this dude back over there. Come on now.
First down, just inches away from
There they go.
the sticks.
There they go.
The Hoosiers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quickly complete. Crosses the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's
Come
Coleman.
on, man.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Gets it to him on the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Swings it out to the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Smith wants to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it up the 30. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Trojans.
The air up there.
Space, the band might as well start playing. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
Up
And the
there.
defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just He's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by a field goal over Tulsa. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Smith dropping to pass. Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, give on the inside. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. The tag.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Scrambling away. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep. You hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking for space, it's Dorsey. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking for a man. It's Duncan. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with it.
Oh, and they blocked it. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. This should be the last play of the quarter. Finds his big tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He's got it on the right. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Here on third down. Smith wants to throw. Wide open downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. Second down coming up. The corners are walked up tight. On the move, it's Coleman. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got the ball in midfield, but they're facing a third and long. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Trojans line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got it inside the 30. Kearney on the Jets. Takes it all the way inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9-yard line, and they turn in a huge chunk play.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown USC! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Looking to throw, it's Duncan. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the two-point conversion attempt. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Trying play action. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, you look at Webster's dictionary and the term game wrecker, a picture of this guy is going to show up. He has been unstoppable in this football game. That's his second sack here today.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 30. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got enough for the first down. There he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Trojans want to crank the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a night.
Oh, it's a fumble. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll mark it right at the previous line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's got him. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, still going. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. He's got it and still on his feet. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. These guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And it looks as if they'll have all the subtlety of a sledgehammer as they bring in the jumbo dudes for the 2-point try. Trying to pound it in. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead.
It's a good play call there. I think the defense was expecting them to try to run it in between the tackles, but instead, they go to the outside using his speed to come away with 2 points.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he stops. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Gives it on the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Dropping back, it's Duncan. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. Strong, firm tackle.
And I think a lot of people are going to go, why do you run the route short? You know, like you got to run that route into the end zone so when he catches it, he gets credit for the 2-point play. But they're stopped short, no points.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Smith dropping to pass. He'll take another shot here. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. When you know you have a team out of class, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just